guys, welcome back to my channel. There I am. So today's video, as you can see, is going to be shop my stash, and it is exciting because it's the 1st of October, and that means fall is really here. Really here. Wow, you can totally see my reflection in here. Oopsies. It just means that fall is here, and it's here to stay for a minute, basically. But yeah, I'm excited to share what I'm going to pick out for this month. Before we do that though, don't forget, to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button at the end. And yeah, and also, almost forgot, follow me on Instagram. I will leave my handle down below. With that, let's go ahead and review last month's picks first. Alright, so this wasn't included in last month's, but this is just basically a combination of my single shades or my single shadows. I hope you don't hear that banging in the back, guys. If you do, I'm really sorry. But this is what I'm just planning to keep pretty much throughout the entire time of fall. Maybe switch around a couple things, because just letting you guys know, I did order some Sydney Grace shadows and I'm so excited. I'll probably do a video with that. Maybe create a look or something, because I've never tried Sydney Grace. Looking forward to that. But I did have these 4 other palettes. One of my favorites this month was definitely the ABH Soft Glam. I love this. And also, just in case if you guys didn't know, that they're coming out with a smaller size for the fall, for the holidays. So if you didn't want to pick up the whole palette, or you just prefer smaller palettes, or didn't want to spend as much, that's an option for you to try out the formula. And this is definitely a great palette to have. I believe it has Dusty Rose, Orange Soda, Sultry, which is an amazing shade. So it really does have the best shades from this palette, and 2 additional ones from the Norvina. But yeah, I really enjoyed the Picante palette too. I really enjoyed this one. This one was the fall colors. I'll link that down below so you can see the colors, the palette from that video. Let's see. This one, I said I was going to put it in again. Honestly, this one, it was kind of disappointing. I do have to say that I only tried it once. And this is the Caramel Melange from Zoeva. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about this brand and this palette. But I tried it once, and honestly, I used primer, and I even put concealer, and then I put primer on top, which I never usually do. So I do have to give it another chance. But the fact that considering that I layered both of those things, and they were very thinly layered, and it still disappeared by not even the end of the day, halfway through the day, I kind of doesn't make me want to try this again. But maybe sometime in the future I'll just pull it out for a look, just to try it. And I mean, they were really nice when I put them on, blended beautifully. The shimmers were very soft tone. You can build them up to be a little bit more intense, but the fact that they kind of rubbed off kind of just rubbed me in the wrong way. And of course, the other one that I had was the Born to Run palette, and I really did use a couple shades from here. I didn't use a whole palette as I intended to. I did go out of town for a week, almost 2 weeks, so I didn't take any of my palettes with me. I used a different palette. So that's probably why I didn't get a lot of looks out of this palette, but I might bring it back for another rotation. So yeah. My complexion, let's see. The only thing I really do have to mention is, oh snap. Okay, so for my complexion products that I had in here, the only thing I really do have to make a note about is the Beauty Bakery Instabake. I did have to go back to Ulta and pick out a different shade, because the one I had was just much too dark to be a concealer shade. And I ended up with the shade 13. Yeah, 13. I don't even know if you can see it. And this Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating BB Gel Cream. Love this. This is basically just a BB cream, and it's really, it does really give you great coverage, but it gives you like a natural glow. And honestly, it's really nice. You can build this up more than from my other BB creams that I have. And then the last item too is the LA Girl Pro Matte Longwear High Definition Longwear Matte Foundation. I really do like this, especially for this time right now. I really do enjoy this. I've been, my tastes have definitely changed since I purchased this, but I know that I can combine it, and I really do like it on its own. Like when I tried it on, I was like, oh, but I feel like it's more, since it is full cover, more of a full coverage foundation, definitely feel it's more like for an event foundation. Even if it's drugstore, I definitely feel like this is more like an event foundation and not so much everyday, which is basically what I'm wearing today. I mean everyday, my everyday makeup. I already tried this and I had already reviewed this, I remember, and I really do enjoy this, especially for the under eyes. Such a good powder for the under eyes. And then everything else that's included in here, I'll make sure I'm going to put it in a review video. So stay tuned for that. It'll be coming towards the end of the month. So yeah. Oh, the only thing I didn't try this month was this Ciate London blush. I just didn't get a chance to try this one out. Kind of makes me sad because I actually really do like this blush. It's a really nice blush. So it might stay for another rotation or just come back. Also, let me know if you like these to be monthly or every 3 weeks. I think 2 weeks is just too much to film every 2 weeks, especially because I don't put up like 5 videos a week or anything. But maybe 3 weeks, I could swing 3 weeks. Just let me know down below in the comments what your thoughts are, 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Alright, with that, let's go ahead and get into what I'm picking out for the month of October. Haunttober. So for this month's Shop My Stash, oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so these are going to be my single shadows right here. I'm trying to make sure that they're focused and they don't fall all over the place. So I got 3 of the Essence Melted Chrome eyeshadows. These are so good, guys. So good. And only $4.99. I have a couple of ColourPop singles right here. Track Lala. I forgot the shades of the names of these, but you know, my regular 3 ones. And then I have this one from Flower Beauty. I'll link my essential fall items. I'll link that in the cards so you guys can see some of these that I mentioned. I want to do like a green, matte green look with this gold like on top, just to kind of add a little extra something. So that's what I put that in there. And then I have actually another ColourPop shade I didn't notice. Okay. Okay, it's a mess right now. And then this one, oh, sorry guys. This one I have, it's one of their creme shadows. And the reason that I have this is in the color Laurel. The reason that I have this in my stash is because I want to use it as a base. I want to use this as a base instead of just a cream shadow. So I want to see how that works like that. Basically like the e.l.f. putty primer. So yeah, that's what my single shadows looks like. Okay, let me put that in place. Kind of clean it up there. Alright, and then my palettes may seem like a lot, but I'll explain. I'll start off with the So Jaded palette, of course. This was also in that video I was talking about. Oh, and it's also in my fall palettes, actually. I'll link that also for you guys to watch. And of course, I mean, I don't even have to say anything. Look at this beautiful palette. I'm stepping on my freaking shirt. So that goes there. Okay. I'm also going to be pulling in the Natasha Denona Glam palette. I have worn this twice, and I usually, when I'm trying out a palette, I wear a multitude of colors and shades so that way I can really get as much of the palette. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my gosh. As much as the palette on my eyes as possible. There's still a couple shades I need to try, which is why I want to put it in this month's stash, just for like a look or two. Just to make sure that I get my full review on this. But yes, I really am liking it so far. And then also I'm going to be pulling the Persona Identity 2 palette because look at these beautiful jewel tones. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Cannot wait to have this on my eyes again. This is one of my favorite shades that I have in my entire collection, guys. Honestly. Then we're going to have also the Nabla Dreaming 2 because I still haven't been able to give you guys a review on this one. So I definitely want to pull that in to do a review, and just because it's gorgeous. Like, it has such smoky, very deep tone jewels, color, and just look at these golds, these purples. This to me is very fall too. So definitely want to include that in there. And then, hold on, let me move this around a little bit. I think I might fit up there better. Okay, and then the last big palette that I'm going to be including is ColourPop Through My Eyes. And of course, as you can see that, look how beautiful that is. Okay, the reason I'm including these last 3 palettes because I don't have a lot of the shades. I looked at them, I compared it, but I don't actually have these shades. So what I meant is like these matte tone browns, I don't have these. And this is just a beautiful, I mean, palette in general. It's appropriately named Pumpkin Pie. I kept calling it Pumpkin Spice in my fall palette video. I mean, but seriously, that's Pumpkin Spice. Pumpkin Spice, Pumpkin Pie. Spices are in there. That's where the pumpkin spice comes from anyway. Then I don't also have these mattes. And I thought this would look really pretty if I combine it with the Soft Glam palette. So I'm going to want to get a look out of that with those colors. And then this one, I thought I would combine it with the So Jaded palette. Or even like the Identity 2 palette. I just want to be pulling from different palettes. I want to play around as much as I can. Without limiting myself too much. So that's what my palettes look like. And then let's go ahead and pick out the rest of the stuff. Alright, so my complexion products. I still like an everyday foundation. So I'm probably picking that. I do have my... Oh, let's zoom you guys out a little bit. I do have my, what is that called? My Project Pan foundation. But one that I haven't tried yet is this one from Oma Beauty. I picked this up in my Ulta haul. I picked out a lot of stuff. So if you guys want to see that video, just let me know. I know it's a little late, but I think it'll still be fun to film. So I'm picking that up. The shade I have is T3W, and I think I did a pretty decent job matching myself. Let's see, another foundation that I want to get more use out of is going to be this Buildable Blur Thrive. And I think this one might be a little deep for me. Yeah, not a little. Try a lot. But I have this foundation mixing pigment because I just have not gotten a lot of sun and my skin has just gotten lighter. So I think if I combine these two, it doesn't really change the formula. Like, I can feel it doesn't really change it, but it does lighten it up. So I think that would work really well. I know it's going to be a little bit pain in the butt. And I know this one's a little bit darker, but I still really like this foundation. And if I really do like it, I think I'm going to go ahead and purchase another shade because, I mean, this can only work for so long. Especially, it's just a lot of mixing. Basically like this. But this works pretty decently. As you can see, that definitely lighten it up right there. So yeah. All right, let's see what's next. Another primer. I think I want to get a hydrating primer. I don't have that in my stash. I definitely want to pull that. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this primer out. I haven't used this in a while too. It's a Banana Bright face primer. It's also a hydrating and correcting primer. So go ahead and get some use out of that. And again, my sprays, I have my Project Pan sprays, so I'm good on that. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the next item, which is going to be, my next item is my concealers and my powders right here. Okay, so I have pretty full cover, not full coverage foundations, but pretty medium coverage buildable foundations. So I'm gonna pull, let's see, I'm gonna pull 2 concealers maybe. Hold on, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna pull these 2 concealers. I'm gonna pull the CoverGirl one. Again, I haven't used that in a while. And then the e.l.f. hydrating concealer. I think the shade I am in is light beige, but I do have another shade, so in case I need that, I'll just switch them out. But these 2 other shades, they look quite different actually. This one definitely looks more neutral and this one definitely looks more warm, but they should both work out for me. So I never tried the Fenty Beauty baking powder. What is it? The Mini Instant Retouch setting powder. So I think I'm finally gonna pull it out and finally try this. I'm quite excited. Cute little packaging right here. Or bronzer. I'm trying to pick something that I haven't picked in quite a while. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and choose my butter bronzer. It's in here. I haven't used it in a while. I would love to pick it up and use it again. And then I have... Oh, I don't have anything else. Yeah, let's just go ahead. I'm just going to go up and... I'm going to go ahead and just pick this one as my bronzer. Really get some use out of it. See, maybe I can start to wear it down. And then as oh, you know what else too? I'm gonna pick another bronzer. Just kidding, guys. So I'll be picking 2 bronzers. The Novel one because I haven't really used it enough to give an opinion about it. And then the Butter bronzer. So both of those. And then I'm also going to be picking out this one as, oh, Jesus, I really need to fix this one, guys. As my highlighter. If you have any suggestions on how to fix this without breaking the pan and repressing it, let me know. But I will be picking this one as my highlight. And that will be it for this drawer. And let's go ahead and go to blushes. I see how full this sucker is. Okay. I thought it would be a good idea to use some of my e.l.f. blushes since I have so many of them. I actually have an additional 3 of them, but I thought they weren't really appropriate for this time. So with me I have Always Breezy, Always Rosy, Always Earthy, and Always Hazy. I think that these are very fall colors. And compared to the ones are very spring summery colors. So these will be my 4 blushes for the month, plus my Project Pan blush. So yeah. For lips, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick them out and then show them to you guys. All right, I'll be right back. In ColourPop we have 0.0, which is like a beautiful, the most beautiful Cold Town Brown, like taupey kind of toning. Then I have these vampy shades. I have Duke, LBB, and Chateau combination. I just want to get as much use as I can out of my vampy shades. From NYX, I have the color Vintage right here. So, oh, so beautiful. I'll pick it up in a second. I have Push from Fenty, and this is like a dark chocolate brown. Then I have Cinnamon Crush, which is more like a nudie, burnt nudie shade. I have Closer from Propa, which is also more like a cool tone brown. And it's gonna look so beautiful for this time. And then I have from Ofra, I have Milan, which is more like that very burnt red, super kind of deep crimson. From Milani, I have Shoop, which is part of their Salt and Pepper collection. This is another like 90s, well, this is a 90s nude. Like a neutral brown, neutral deep brown. Then from Dose of Colors, I have Plum Queen, Heartbreaker, and Mood. I am going to have to replace eventually Plum Queen and Mood because these are like 3 years old. About 3 years old. So they're definitely drying up. I don't feel like they don't last as long. But that's fine because I'll just wait for a sale. And as soon as the sale pops up, I'm going to be replacing these 2. Can't wait. Can't wait to be using everything I picked out. That's what my lips look like, and then we'll go there. So that is it for this month's Shop My Stash. I hope you enjoyed it. I really am so excited to create looks. If there's anything that you want to see in particular, just let me know. I just gave you a little sneak peek of a video that's coming. Let me know if you eye that little sneak peek. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just don't forget to, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that I showed, or again, any looks about that. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.